If you like your comedy short, fast, and funny, you've come to the right place. Comedy Time presents QuickLaffs, guaranteed to make you laugh in 30 seconds or less.
I used to work at the hospital. You can't even call in sick there. They be like, well, come on in, we'll check you out. And everybody thinks I'm nice because you work at the hospital. You're supposed to be nice about everything. A lady like 400 pounds. She's like, how do I get this pressure off my knee? And sit your big butt down. Take a whole lot of pressure off of that knee.
You know what the worst thing about being Filipino? Nobody knows what you are. Miami, they think I'm Cuban. In LA, they think I'm Mexican. If I go to the Samoan Islands, they think I'm a newborn baby. Isn't she cute?
I did have some good news. I had one good thing happen to me. I found out that I just saved a ton of money on my car insurance. By not reporting the accident. Oh, that's a take-home tip. You guys can use that.
I'm broke, man. Sucks being broke. Have you ever been so broke you combine foods that should not be combined? And for breakfast, I had Captain Crunch and Red Bull. For lunch, I had diabetes.
I'm getting old. Like, I'm at the age now where things hurt for no reason. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, this is a true story. You cannot make this up. You can't even write this. Other day, I answered my phone and pulled a pec muscle. That's when you're falling apart. When you just go, hello? Oh, damn it. This is...
I used to watch a lot of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood when I was a kid. I used to love that show. Yeah. Freaked me out, though, when I found out he used to be a sniper for the military. But that kind of makes sense. It's probably where he made all of his imaginary friends. Is that our target, King Friday? And then that freaky song that he comes up with after every show. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. Such a happy feeling, you're growing inside. And when you wake up, ready to say, I think I'll make it a snappy new day.
And it's kind of cool sometimes because she's a screamer in bed, which is kind of fun because when I get inside the bed with her and I ask her for sex, she's like, no! Get away from me! Put your clothes on, you hobbit!
I moved to a white neighborhood, thought this was gonna be really nice. I live in like a little gated community. Man, it's crazy. White people jog every morning. Running past my house every morning. I get up and look at them too. I'm looking at them out there looking all refreshed. It's crazy. I can't even jog in my own neighborhood. For some reason, when I'm jogging, I'm running from a crime scene.
I don't know if you guys can see from where you're sitting, but I'm bald. Trying to be more positive about that, though. Being bald allows me to save money on things like shampoo and dating.
What does hurt my feelings is if I tell someone I don't like girls and I can tell they don't believe me. They make the same face I make when I offer a fat guy dessert and he's like, I don't care for sweets. You sure look like you do.
I'm glad my little one's in first grade now, so I no longer have to look for daycares, which is great, but I had one by me, and it was called Dimple's Playground, and I thought that's a fantastic name for a strip club for fat chicks.
You look at the real food sweating and breathing hard. I want some cake. But everybody looking at me. Not me. I go into a buffet and kick the door open like I'm the police. Bow! have a warrant for these biscuits.
They pick up the dog poopy here. I love that. You've seen them with the plastic bags, you know. Ooh, don't want to break the law. Latinos, hey, it's fertilizer. Vámonos. We don't care. They take their dogs to the doctor. We don't take our children to the doctor.
I was watching National Geographic today. I learned that the ocean is 4.2 trillion gallons. As a people, are we so dreamless that we don't have a unit of measurement larger than a gallon? The ocean is the biggest thing on this planet, and we're measuring it with a milk jug. Just some poor guy like 243,516,728. Hey, Paul, how are you? How's it going? Yeah, wife's good? Great. Hey, say hi to the kids. All right, see you around. 243,500.
I had a great idea for an April Fool's joke. Decided I was going to tell my mom I'm gay, right? Yeah, so I sat her down, I got real quiet. I was like, Mom, I have something to tell you. I'm gay. She said, oh, Stefan, I knew that. I was like, just kidding, April Fool's. She's like, nope, it's okay, I totally accept you.
I got a DUI in Canada. Yeah, I know, man. You been to Canada? In Canada, they don't take DUIs very seriously. Actually, I just had to pay a fine and join AAA. And the judge was like, you gotta go to AAA.
We have to listen to this terrible radio station all the time, but Whoop, There It Is came on one fine, glorious day, and I started singing along, because that's kind of my anthem for the 85ers, okay? And this 16-year-old looked up at me and was like, oh my gosh, how do you know all the words? And I was like, oh my gosh, it's Whoop, There It Is. It just repeats itself like 37 times. That's about it.
But I think they exaggerate the economy these days, you know? Like, if we have all this unemployment, how come I'm dealing with the same traffic every day? Are people pretending to go to work? Do us all a favor, if you lost your job, get the hell off the road.
I love Facebook. I love stalking people. I'm not gonna lie. I stalk a lot of people. If we've ever met, you're not getting away from me. Like, that's just not happening. But it's always weird when you get stalked, right? Like, this chick requested to be my friend, right? This is how I know her. We went to kindergarten together. Period. That is the end of that sentence. And she sent me a message that said, what's new? Boy, where do I begin? First grade was really tough.
But our love life is good. We have our intimate time, our pillow talk time. Like after making love, the lights are real low in the house and I whisper in her ear, I love you. And she respond back, I can't see you. So I smile real big, here I is.
Every woman says that, like, oh, you're looking at her, you're checking her out because you want to bang her. Yeah, that's what we want to do. But don't, just because we want it, ladies, doesn't mean it's gonna happen, all right? It's never happened to me where I'm checking out a chick and she turns to me and goes, I'm sorry, were you just checking me? Were you checking me out? Were you wishing you could bang me? Oh, you were? Oh, no. Oh, no, I have to do it now. Yeah, no, I'm the bang genie, and if you wish it, just because you wish it, I have to bang you now. That's the way it works.
It's nice to
to be with my wife. It's nice to find the person you want to spend your life with. It is, because you gotta date a lot of crazy people to find that person, don't you? Like, I dated a girl who broke up with me, then sent me photos of her in bed with another guy, which made awesome Christmas cards for her parents. So sweet. They just said ho, ho, ho. It was awesome. It was nice.
Dog person. That's because if you go to someone else's house, they have a dog. As soon as you walk in the door, that dog is there to greet you, right? A dog is a good host. Comes up to you, says hello. The dog is so excited that he'll run in and out of the room for no reason. He's like, oh my God, we got visitors? Oh, I'll be right back. Oh, he's still here.
I'm happy to be here. I'm feeling good, working out. Got a new training, new workout program. Yeah. Yeah, trying to get back down to my original weight, 8 pounds, 6 ounces. Trying to get that newborn swag back.
I got pulled over by a cop for having an air freshener in my car, and he gave me a $55 ticket, and under the offense, he wrote view obstruction. But I don't think that was an accurate description. I think what he should have written under the offense was I'm bored and then a sad face.
Everyday life, there's stress. I don't even know how to handshake. I don't even know how to handshake anymore. Like, I don't even know how to greet people because, like, when you handshake, it's like I avoid it because of the swine flu and all that stuff. I don't want to shake someone. So what I try to do is I try to do a fist, right? You know, like a bump, right? Girls call it fisties, right? So I'm a fist kind of guy, which sounds really horrible to say out loud. But the thing is, whenever I come in with a fist and someone comes in with a handshake, everything starts moving in slow motion. Because I see the handshake coming, I'm like, oh no. So I switch into a handshake and then they go into a fist. You don't even know what to do at that point. But everything's moving in slow motion, so I go back into a fist and then they go into a handshake and then their hand wraps around my fist. And then we stare at each other awkwardly like, what the hell is this?
When did cartoons have real life problems? I was never watching Looney Tunes and Alvin Williams was like, yo, Bugs, slow down. I'm trying to tell you, I'm bald because I got cancer. Bugs is like, what is cancer, man? What's wrong with you? I'm Breaking Bad. I need your help. We need to go and make some meth carrots.
I remember the first week of school, man. Friday came, the teacher came out and said, Mr. Black, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? I was like, sure. We went in the office. I know they're going to take my daughter and promote her from first grade to like 10th. Because she's, 10th. Because she's smart. I sit down on the thing. She pulls out this crinkled up piece of paper and said, this is a disciplinary note we sent home with your daughter. And you were supposed to sign it, but we don't think that's your signature. I looked where the father was supposed to sign or the parents were supposed to sign. It was this little squiggly writing in crayon. It said, Dad.
I think jobs would be great back then. You know what I mean? Perfect. Just bartender, that's the best job in the world. They only had one drink. That's it, just whiskey. You walk in. You know he could easily just go, well, you're here, here's your whiskey, but he messed with people. You know what I mean? He's like, hey, what'll it be? The guy's like, you know what I want? Can you just give it to me? He's like, no, I want to hear you say it. The guy's like, there's one bottle back there. Are you serious? He's like, I know what's back here. I know what's back here. I've been working here since it was just the West. Now kindly name a beverage. The guy's like, may I have some whiskey, please? And he goes, yeah, sure. Slid it at him. That was my favorite part. He always slid it. Even if he's standing right next to him, he'd walk down the bar just to slide it. Spend the next 3 hours wiping the snail trail.
Her update the other day said, my son Michael Malone is my sunshine. I love him very much. Aww, yeah. And I was like, Ma, other people can read this. When I'm missing the beach, she goes, I don't care who can read this, Michael. You are my sunshine. And I was like, unfriend. She's gotta learn.
Back when my wife and I started dating, I would always play this game with her called Would You Date Me If? where I would bring up these random hypothetical situations, and I would ask her, like, would you still date me if, would you date me if I said the only way I could fall asleep at night was by lying face down directly on top of you? Would you date me then? Or like, would you date me if I said my favorite song of all time was that song that goes, I like to move it, move it. That's it.
Now my parents think I'm crazy. They want me to get an arranged marriage. You guys know what an arranged marriage is? That's where a guy's dad calls the girl's parents and they just get them married. They hook them up. I thought that was a terrible idea until I saw my cousin's wife. Wow. My cousin's wife is hot. My cousin, on the other hand, looks like something out of Narnia. When I saw them together and I said arranged marriage, where do I sign up? Seriously. Fellas, if you think arranged marriage is a bad idea, think about how cool it can be. Think about it. In America, you're at a club. You go up to the hottest girl in the club. You're like, hey, baby, you want to dance? She's like, no. And you could say, oh, too bad, because my dad talked to your dad, and guess what? We're dancing. Gotta check your junk mail, right? It was sent to you.
But yes, I am black. And when you look multiracial like myself, why is it that people always feel the need to try and guess what you are? She's white. She is Puerto Rican. Clearly she is albino. Sir, that is not even a race.
Being from Ecuador is not cool because nobody knows about Ecuador. It's a very small country, right? I met a girl the other night and she's like, the equator's not a country.
I lived in Japan for a while, you guys. That was a weird time in my life, right? I was over there for like 5 years. Yeah. I found out I was a minority for the first time in my life, you know? And I found out that being a minority has substance downsides. Now, the downside was that occasionally cops would pull me over for absolutely no reason, right? But the upside was that my rap album went triple platinum.
Actually, Lifetime has ruined my life in several ways. It actually convinced me to quit my job. Because on the movies, if you quit your job, they give you a raise in a bigger office to make you stay. Not in a recession. Nope. I was like, I quit. They were like, bye, leave a stapler. That's not what the movie said. It was bad. But I had to quit. It was very important because I was a social worker for a very long time. And don't woo, I wasn't a good one. Because it's hard to be a social worker when you hate kids. It's very difficult.
The only thing an Ed Hardy t-shirt is good for is running at night, so everybody sees your bedazzled ass.
I found out I have sleep apnea. Yeah, which means I stop breathing when I'm sleeping. Which means my body's too lazy to keep this running while I'm sleeping. What is that? They gave me that CPAP machine with a mask you put on, shoots air down your throat, keep your airway open while you're sleeping. That's sexy, isn't it? Thank God I'm married. Can you imagine bringing that girl home for the first time? That was great, baby. Good night.
I just moved to Los Angeles like 9 months ago. One thing I don't understand is why everyone in LA, they like to say things with a French accent, maybe sound a little smarter sometimes, I don't know. A lot of times I'll be sitting in a coffee shop because I have nothing else to do, and a lady will come in, or a gentleman, I don't know, and they'll order a croissant, but they'll say it with a French accent, yeah, I'll take a croissant. It doesn't make sense, but why don't you just say it like an American? Yeah, I'll take that moon-shaped muffin.
I love Filipino people. They're like the cool Asians, right? They party. Every other cousin of theirs is a DJ. Right? I love them. They're fun. But I did experience this growing up in Daly City up north, which is like Manila of the US. This one Filipino lady came up to me and she's like, "Oh my gosh, are you Filipina? You look Filipina already." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm Korean actually."
I'm over 40, and apparently I'm supposed to start taking care of myself because 40 is when you start to die. I'm doing old people stuff, and I don't even want to. Like the other day, this really beautiful woman, she's walking past my house, and I told her to stay off my lawn. Keep it moving, hot girl. You just take those supple breasts and get off my property. I'm gonna go watch half a movie and take a nap.
And the other thing that I think that's weird about that family is I just cannot quite wrap my brain around the idea for those kids of having Brad Pitt as your adoptive father. Because he's really hot, right? You know? Like, even if Brad Pitt is not your cup of tea, you cannot deny the man is fetching. And seriously, if Brad Pitt was my adoptive father, I would just do naughty stuff to get punished. That's what I would do, right? Yes, ladies, gay fellas, yes.
I know when something's bad for me. Don't try to tell me it's good for me. My mom is somebody who used to do that to me from an early age. She used to make something every year called chitlins, which is pork chitterlings. It's pig intestine cut up like fettuccine noodles and then boiled until al dente. Mwah! But you can't just cook it. You actually have to clean it before you boil it. And she used to get it and they would come in these buckets and it says, "These have been cleaned with bleach." Exactly. Do you all have any food items in your cupboard that require a household disinfectant to marinate it in? Do you spray Windex on your biscuits before? No.